surprise instead of TV.
Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of RV That Bus. We've got metal and we are going to cut this up. The long boys here is 1x2. I think this is 16 gauge cold rolled steel. These are going to turn into the bunk frames. So we're going to cut these up, and the short guys here, some of them are going to turn into a TV frame. So we're going to mount our TV up in the front of the bus. And what we're going to do is we're going to utilize some bolts that mount in the existing frame that held the window shades. And we're going to make another bracket that goes up at the top, and we're going to put that into the frame. So it's going to be mounted in 2 points with nice thick bolts. And we're going to be using some 1x1 16 gauge here, and we're going to be making a mount. So we're going to go ahead. I got a new tool today. Now, I don't do a lot of metal work. I enjoy doing it, but I just don't do a lot of it. But I did buy a new tool today. So I originally was cutting this up with an angle grinder or hacksaw or a skill saw. And I just have too many 90-degree cuts. And for those of you who are trying to do this the same way by hand, you need this. It's a lifesaver. And it makes your cuts nice and square. And that way when you go to weld this stuff up, it works out nice. So this is our bed frame. We're gonna add one more here in the middle. And this will be for a 77-inch gap in our walls. So I've gone ahead and cut these to 76 3/4. We have these plastic caps that go in the end, and that way we don't have any edges and whatnot. And then our beds are 30 inches across. So our cross beams are 29 and then 1 and 1, that makes 30. We're also gonna be putting some wood slats across these. That way it's nice and supported in the middle. And so let's go ahead and do that. So I went and bought this little chop saw guy, and he is a lifesaver. You can just put him in here and you go chop, and it's got a cutting wheel up in there. And here's the TV mount that I threw together real quick. So I can weld, but I'm not the best welder. So those of you who are going to critique my welds, yeah, don't look. If you're a welding snob, this is gonna hold the TV, right? We don't need to hold a car. So gone ahead and cut these up. I've got these pieces here that I've gone and chopped. So this is gonna go like that, and that's gonna go like that, and that's gonna go like that. And this guy's gonna go in the middle there. I just need to trim him. And so that's basically what we're gonna have. And this will mount up in the front of the bus. So this plate will mount to a frame. And then right about here is where we're gonna drill some holes, and this will go into the front window frame. And I'll show you guys just in a bit as soon as I weld all this up. And then the grinder is going to make it pretty with a flap wheel. And that way all you welding snobs are semi-happy, I guess. So yeah, let's get to that. All right, so that made short work of that. We have our 2 bed frames, and I've also cut out my little ladder so that the kids can climb up in there. I just want 1 ladder, I don't want 2. The beds are literally right next to each other. We can just have a hook that goes on either side so they can flip-flop. And we've got little plastic caps that go on all these ends. I totally forgot to get paint at Home Depot, so these will have to get painted again. So I'm going to go ahead and weld these up, and I'll be back. All right, so Operation Weldathon is complete. We have a ladder, we have the mount for the TV, and we have our 2 bed frames. So now all we need to do is hit it up with some sandpaper, wipe it down with some acetone, and give it a nice primer and a nice paint. We'll just paint all that black. Let's see. I am not the best welder in the world, so don't get too close here. But like the old saying goes, a grinder and paint makes the welder I ain't. So they're not pretty, but they're strong. That's gonna be crazy.
Here we go.
What does it look like?
Sweet.
Is it too
Guys, we got a TV. Actually, it looks a lot bigger in here than it did in the house.
big? You want to just kind of hold it so I don't
Drop it.
drop it? Yeah.
TV?
Yeah. Well, we're
Emmett,
driving.
what do you think of our TV up there?
Why can't you put it right there?
Oh, are you
You're
not
like
happy with
speechless?
anything?
You're just like, ah!
Thanks for watching. Subscribe. What's taking so long to get the bed stuff? Much minutes.
That many minutes?
Yeah.
Daddy's taking forever, isn't he?
Sorry, guys.
You're taking forever.
Yeah, it says that it's connected, but it says no internet. I think we're just too far away.